this is what we have. We have the immature people on the internet. They secretly record people just waiting for sparks to fly so they can record conversation and put it up on YouTube. Thousands of conversations that I've had over 12 years. Or are you just reacting to some isolated YouTube videos that atheist trolls will take out of context from isolated instances just to make me look bad? Are you talking about from your personal eyewitness?
And that's a lot. No, I've only engaged with you on Discord. I've never looked
Did
for
I ask you a question?
on any other platform.
Did I ask you a question?
You accused me of looking at videos that
Did I didn't accuse you of any. I didn't accuse you of anything. Now, did I ask you a question?
All right, so it is a you problem.
Did I ask you? Did I ask you? No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
I asked him if he was making a question. Why are you over talking me in the midst of I'm talking? You see, you're displaying aggressive behavior right now that's uncalled for. I asked you a question, and I asked it more than once, and you completely ignored it. Okay? Now I said, are you making this evaluation based upon your own personal experience? Okay, being in the same room, because unless you've changed your account or username, I don't recall ever seeing your name.
Uh-oh. Selective amnesia.
I was answering your question. I said that I've never seen any videos of you. I've only engaged with you on Discord. That's the first thing I said was I've only ever engaged with you on Discord. That's the first thing I said. You are a reactive, angry, old, bitter man. And
Actually, I'm
every
not
time
bitter.
you enter a room, yes, you're fucking bitter. And everyone knows it. Everyone
Wow,
can see
look
it.
at the way that you sound, and you're calling me bitter. No, what happens is this: if I'm given respect, I give it back. If somebody's going to be an asshole toward me, I'm going to get aggressive back toward them and put them in their place. And I reserve the prerogative to insult people who are acting like assholes.
Oh, but what if they insult you when you're
hold on a
acting like
second.
an asshole?
Especially people who are old enough to be my children.
So what happens
How was
if-
I being aggressive towards you? How was I being aggressive? All I said was I've only ever engaged you on Discord, and that I've never looked for anything to defame you on any other platform. And then you started accusing me of not answering your question. You're fucking crazy. You're a crazy fucking old bitch, and I beat the shit out of you. You fucking old bitch.
Wow! And look at the reaction we get here. Here's a guy who indicts my conduct, and now he's going into a psychotic rant.
The crowd is on your side.
Shit. That's exactly right. If I ever fucking see you in public, I'll you fucking old bitch.
Okay.
You're a miserable fucking old.
Jock, you didn't read his mind and answer his question exactly how he wanted you to. So therefore, you're just an immature troll.
The problem.
So you're going to be a scumbag again, Legion? I did ask him to read my mind.
Okay. I'm not talking to you.
Why are you over talking me? Why are you over talking me? Why are you over talking me? You already got your mods removed.
Everyone stop. Darth, if you want the Darth Dawkins show, go to Atheist Helpline and you can run the Darth Dawkins show.
No, you're not going to chase me out of here.
And this isn't going to be the Darth Dawkins show.
You're not going to chase me
out
of here.
We were in here having a cordial conversation.
Somebody questioned me. And somebody
you come in here and it's chaos.
That's a lie. Stop lying. You already got your mods removed once. Do you want to get them removed again?
Okay. I'm just going to hold this whole chat hostage.
Okay, I didn't come here to cause trouble. Somebody addressed me. I responded.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
You're over talking me again. I'm going to tell you again that you're going to. If you keep on over talking me as a mod again, I am going to get your mods removed again. Okay.
I'll get your mods removed away. I'll get your mods removed.
Right now, if you continue to be abusive, okay, have it your way. You're done. Your mods are gone.
Try hard. You can do better, please.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, there he is in my fucking DMs.
Fuck that guy. Yeah. Just ban him. No one likes him. He's an asshole.
The only reason I muted Jock is because he started doing the violent things. So, but yeah, if y'all are having a conversation, he comes in here and starts doing his shit.
He's
I don't
gone.
care.
When I tell him what I need to tell him, he's gone. And it'll be his choice.
What is the
All right, he's calling me right now. Let me tell him.
Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom.
We have a genuine bona fide mod attacking me repeatedly. Okay? And Pop Fizzy wants to cover for this guy.
Is there a recording of it?
I don't know. Well, I was in there. Then he says, you can take the Darth Dawkins show to your room. I said, excuse me. I said, I came in this room. I was silent. Somebody addressed me. I said, hello. And they said, how's it going? And I said, well, I'm doing okay. But when I go from server to server to server, it's a big shit show. People being totally uncivilized. Okay. Then this other scumbag punk who got muted he says, well, maybe it's not a server problem. Maybe it's a you problem. So he picked the wrong person to debate against. Right. And I said, I don't recall ever seeing your username in rooms that I've been regularly in. I said, maybe you're referring to isolated videos that have been uploaded of me where I lose my temper because I'm dealing with scumbags and people who are behaving badly. I said, but I bend over backwards being cordial and patient with people who are being civil and adult-like with me. And I said, and when they start trolling me, when they start to be abusive or they're pathological lying, I'll get assertive and aggressive with them. And then he starts laying into me again, just gratuitously attacking me. Okay? This is not somebody who should be a mod. Okay? And because I started defending myself from somebody.
Which mod is this?
It's Legion.
Legion, okay. Thank you.
Why? Who are you?
I'm one of the mods.
Okay. He's a complete asshole. He decided because he got his mods taken away because of my complaint, he was going to gratuitously attack me again. Like I was coming in and I was co-opting the room. I came in, somebody asked me a question. I gave a commentary of what I generally thought of most servers, that I thought that the state of servers on Discord was a cesspool. Okay, that there's not proper oversight from the leadership and mods. Okay, and then some other young punk decides use that as a springboard to attack me. So I responded to him, explaining to him that anytime you hear me being aggressive with people, it's because they deserve it, because they're not acting like gentlemen or ladies. Okay. And then he continued. Legion continued attacking me, saying I can take this up. I said, you're not going to chase me out of here. Okay, because I didn't do anything wrong. I was civilly defending myself, and this guy went into a meltdown and was threatening me with violence. Okay. And Legion continued to attack me. Then when I spoke with Pop Fizzy privately, she continued to defend him. So I've had enough with her. I told her to F off because she's defending Legion again. She's the one who restored his mods a second time. Okay. So she's a part of the problem.
What did he say when he threatened you with violence?
That if he ever encountered me in person, he would attack me.
Big talk.
Yeah, no, because I owned him. I said, he said he wasn't making this accusation from watching the videos. It's from being present with me. I said, well, I don't recall your name. If I see a name over and over and over again, I remember it. I said, have you changed your account or your name? And he chose not to respond to that. He's just being a young punk ass, okay, who doesn't like me, okay? He doesn't like the fact that I become assertive and aggressive with people who are being passive aggressive and are being deceitful or obnoxious, right? And he doesn't like it, okay? So he got put in his place. That's why he went into a meltdown. And that's when Legion decided he was going to parachute in and make me the issue when I was defending myself from a gratuitous attack by the other person in the room. So Legion is a scumbag. He should not be a mod. And if his mods are not removed, I am going to delete the server and I will not be back. And the server will be less active for that. See, this always happens. I join a server. One of the founders or owners tell me, yeah, I'll stop the harassment and the trolling. I'll stop the mods from unnecessarily getting involved with you or harassing you. Okay. I don't complain when I'm even reasonably modded or even when I'm muted when I don't think I should be if it's within the bounds of discretion. Okay. But here she is again. She was defending Legion in the private chat, which is disgusting.
11 minutes later.
Frosty. So the bottom line is here, when I joined this server and I talked with Grug, I was told that he would not allow people to stalk and harass me. And I said, well, I've had that happen on other servers. The promise is kept for a couple of weeks and then they stop enforcing it. And that the promises are made that they won't allow mods to gratuitously attack me. Well,
sorry.
That's fine. Okay, so you had your mod Legion gratuitously attack me yesterday and today. I didn't even know that he was a mod. He got his mods removed because he started to gratuitously attack me. Then he decided to do it again. I was attacked in the room below gratuitously by some punk, and I was assertively defending myself. Then he starts accusing me of joining a room and disrupting the room and telling me to leave. So he is abusing his mods. Okay, now when I participate on servers, I think I benefit the servers whether people like me or not, and I pull in a good amount of audience. Now, your fellow co-founder, Pop Fizzy, who I told off in a private message, a conversation which she probably told you about, which she so richly deserved, okay, wants to triple down on defending Legion and what a wonderful person he is, which he's not. He gratuitously attacked me. So I've made it clear to Grug, and I'm making it clear to you. If you want me to remain on your server, to pull in an audience. So here's the deal. I'm just telling you where I'm coming from. You can do what you want. It's not really an ultimatum, but it is my policy. Okay. I think this server will be better off with me here, regular participation, drawing people into it, than if I leave. I keep on going onto servers where they're crap shows. Okay, you got a mod Legion who's out of line. You got another founder who's defending him gratuitously attacking me. Okay, so if you want me to stay and help your server by drawing people in, listening to my debates, you founders are going to have to do something about Legion and remove his mods. Okay.
Well, you were in a room that you don't have mod or ownership of, right?
That's irrelevant. I was gratuitously attacked by some smart aleck trying to do psychoanalysis. I responded him in an adult manner, challenging him. He went into a complete meltdown, threatening physical assault if he ever encountered me personally. He was foaming at the mouth.
I got rid of that guy.
Okay, now
that wasn't Legion.
I know that. But then Legion came in and started to gratuitously attack me and accuse me, saying, this is not the Darth Dawkins show. You can move it to the other room. When all I was doing was, as an adult, defending myself from another participant's gratuitous attack. Legion decided that he just wanted to seize on another opportunity to attack me, okay, after he got his mods back again. So we have a rogue mod here, okay, who's targeting me for harassment. Now, I've been muted before by some of your other mods, okay? And sometimes justifiably, sometimes I don't think they're justified.
A room owner or something.
Can I just finish? Okay. I don't know who it was. I'm just explaining something to you. I have been muted before, sometimes justifiably, sometimes not. But I don't think that it's a gratuitous attack. It's a difference of opinion, okay? And I don't whine and complain about it. But Legion is a mod, and he has decided to gratuitously attack me on several occasions. Okay? And you got another founder here, Pop Fizzy, who, wants the white knight for him. So I'm going to tell you right now, if you want me to stay and help your server and draw people in here, I'll be glad to stay. But if you're going to keep that little swine Legion as a mod, I'm going to leave the server. Okay?
It is what it is.
What does that mean?
You're going to do what you're going to do, Darth.
It means you can pack
Well, you're just simply recapitulating what I said. So that's not informative. You can keep silent. You can do whatever you want.
Well done, Darth. So when you go in other rooms, you might have been trying to be fair and speak like an adult to this morning, and Legion might have done that. I caught the tail end of it when the other guy was talking about violence, and I got rid of him. Right, but I wasn't there for the beginning of it. But when you're in a channel that you're not mod or an owner of, they can mod how they want in their channels.
You're not understanding the scenario here. Okay, what went down? Okay, he decided to jump in after this guy started uttering verbal threats against me. He didn't jump in before. So I'm not taking an issue with what was done before because there was no moderation. I was simply putting this young punk in his place for trying to psychoanalyze me and pointing out he's not in a position to psychoanalyze me because I don't recall ever seeing his name. And I asked him point blank, is this your same username, same account? Because I've never seen you before. Are you simply referring to recordings of me uploaded? And he went into a further ballistic psychotic meltdown. That is when Legion decided he would jump in and start blaming me for being disruptive, which I was not. I was merely defending myself from a gratuitous attack. So is that the kind of mod behavior you want on your server?
Well, I'll talk to Legion about that because I did hear that.
Oh, no. Okay. I'm not asking you to talk.
So you don't even let me talk.
Okay. No, I just thought you were
done. You
done.
asked me what I'm going to do. Then when I start speaking, you don't let me talk.
I thought you were done.
I just started.
Okay, go ahead.
Right, people breathe, right? So when you take a breath and someone tries to interrupt you, what do, Darth?
My apologies. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Well, next time we're just going to not talk anymore. Okay? You understand?
I'm listening.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you're listening finally. Okay, so I'll talk to him about what I observed today. And the other day, whatever happened with that, I wasn't here because I got a lot of stuff going on in my real life and I'm not on much. But Grug didn't promise you, unless he's lying, Grug didn't promise you that he would protect you in all other user rooms that are owned by other users. If you go down there, you're in the wild. These people have just the same rights as you do in your channel, Atheist Helpline. And you also have extended rights in whatever channels your friends have moderated you in. But you also can't just jump in a channel and try to jump into conversation and then say, well, you're over talking. That's against the rules. Well, not in their channels. It's not against the rules.
That's not the issue.
I heard you do that today too. It's not always one person in the wrong, Darth.
No, that's not that is what you just said is not an issue at all. What we're talking about is Legion for the second time is gratuitously attacking me as a mod. I am not complaining about just mere mistreatment by other users in other rooms. I experience mistreatment by other users on other servers and in rooms. I understand that. What I'm talking about is Grug promised me that identified stalkers and harassers who do it multi-year, who are identified as doing it, will be prohibited from either from the server or from joining the room that I'm in, and that he would stop any mods from gratuitously attacking me like I had complained about on other servers. You have a rogue mod, okay?
Okay, so let me address what you just said. So I just got rid of people that I found before you did in here stalking you, and I banned them. And then that is right. Your room, you can lock whoever you want out. If they're a stalker and they're known, and I know there's a lot of them, because I witnessed them myself over the years, we can ban them out your room. But we're not going to ban people just because you guys don't get along from other channels either. So
I didn't ask that.
Right.
I didn't ask that.
So that's the promise. I'm not going to, we don't want to ban them from the server, but they need to stay away from your room because it's your little kingdom.
You're changing the subject, sir.
We just talked
I'm not talking about that. Okay, how many times do I have to say this again? You have a rogue mod.
Right, I was just addressing the first part of what you just said. The end of what you just said was rogue mod. But the first part of what you said was Grug promised me this. And I was clarifying on what that promise was, right? I'll take care of Legion, but I'm not doing ultimatums.
It's not an ultimatum. I'm informing you my policy.
Okay, well, I don't give up on people just because they make one or two mistakes.
Oh, this isn't a mistake. This isn't a mistake. This was purposeful. Okay.
I've known the guy a while, and I don't know if it was purposeful or not. I wasn't there the whole time.
Well, yeah. Oh, I was.
Well, Darth, I'm trying to do as much as I can for you.
So you're telling me that
I'm not doing ultimatums.
That's not an ultimatum. I'm asking you a question.
No, it was an ultimatum when you said demod him or I'm gonna leave. I will talk to him and make sure he doesn't do it again, but I'm not doing ultimatums.
Oh, okay. Fair? So I told you I'm not giving you an ultimatum. I said I'm telling you what my policy is. Okay.
Well, it was an ultimatum. Here's
the deal. Here's the deal. If that guy so much as farts in my direction gratuitously, okay, I will leave the server. Okay. So it'll be three strikes. Okay.
Well, you don't come in your room.
Do you know why? Do you know why I react? You know why I react this way? I'll tell you why. It's because I've been on server after server after server after server, and the moderation and the founders all claim that they want to enforce the TOS and the rules, and then they have a soft spot in their heart for rogue mods like Legion.
I think people have a soft spot for you.
No, sir. That's
where
false.
I'm operating from right now, Darth.
Well, I don't need your soft spot. What I want you to do is be a founder and an admin.
That's why I'm sitting here talking to you.
So now you're interrupting me, right? Like you said I shouldn't.
You're right. Sure, you're right. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I don't even know who you are, other than you're a founder. But after I've been on Discord for many, many years, okay, and it's been one crap show after another with admins where, they promise they'll enforce the server rules, they promise they'll enforce the TOS, and then that promise goes away, when they have a soft spot for certain people who are mods in their room, okay? I've had it with this guy.
No, I get it. I get what you're saying, and I understand. And I'll make sure he doesn't do it again.
Okay, I'll take your word.
You and I have to be clear. When you go to other channels, you are in the wild.
That's been understood from day one, nor have I complained about that.
Okay. All right. So if you enter a channel where Legion's at, it is what it is, I can't, Or if you go on a channel where somebody might have a different account and they're one of the stalkers that I don't know, I'll do my best for you, but I'm not going to bend the knee to Darth Dawkins every day.
I'm sure you will. That's why I've exclusively dealt with Grug, because he was the one who asked me to be on the server. And I've contacted him, and I've also contacted Pop Fuzzy when some of these scumbags come in here. The issue is not your normal rough and tumble people being rude and obnoxious in other rooms where I don't have mods. I'm not complaining about that. That's to be expected on any server. The issue is you got a rogue mod.
And I already addressed that for you.
Good. And I hope it's taken care of.
Yeah.
Well, excellent. Excellent.
Okay. Anything else?
Not that I can think of.
Cool. I'll go take care of that for you right now.
Thank you very much.
There's a good bit of fun.
Did you notice how he was trying to change the subject? To me being a little crying little Girl Scout because somebody happens to give me a hard time in another room in the wild. That wasn't the issue at all.
Well, I was wondering when he says that if you go to another room, you're in the wild. Does that mean that Legion can just mute you in another room because he doesn't like you? Is that what in the wild means?
No, they know that this little punk has it in for me. Okay, they know it. But you know what? They're doing what I say they do. They have a little soft spot in their heart for their moddies. Okay? I don't appreciate the fact, and of course I told him that he was attempting to change the subject like I'm being a little, a sniveling little crybaby here. Legion went out of his way after he got his mods removed the first time for gratuitously attacking me. And then he decided a day later or so, he's going to gratuitously attack me again and try to indict me as a mod. He's going to try to indict me as coming in the room and being disruptive. when all I was simply doing was defending myself from some punk who was gratuitously attacking me. And the proof of the pudding that this guy was a little sniveling little troll is the guy went into a full meltdown threatening to attack me personally.
Is there some policy on this server against recording rooms or something? Because he said he was trying to figure out who's recording.
Yeah. This is what we have. We have the immature people on the internet. They secretly record people just waiting for sparks to fly so they can record conversation and put it up on YouTube.
No, I'm asking if it's against the server policy or something.
I think so.
Oh, okay.
If that guy so much as farts in my direction gratuitously, okay, I will leave the server. Okay.